Hello and welcome to Brilliant POV. Abortion and euthanasia are often controversial and divisive issues, but they can also be deeply personal and emotional. These practices involve the ending of a life, and as such, they raise important moral and ethical questions about the value and dignity of human life. In this video, we will explore some of the arguments in support of abortion and euthanasia in greater detail and consider why these practices are important to individuals and society. Abortion can prevent unnecessary suffering in certain situations, such as when the mother's health is at risk or when the fetus has a terminal condition. For example, continuing a pregnancy that poses a risk to the mother's life or health could lead to serious physical or emotional suffering for the mother. In such cases, abortion can be seen as a compassionate and necessary option to prevent suffering. Abortion and euthanasia allow individuals to make decisions about their own bodies and lives. This can be particularly important in cases where the individual's autonomy and dignity may be threatened by continuing the pregnancy or their illness. For example, a pregnant individual who does not wish to continue the pregnancy should have the right to make that decision, rather than being forced to carry the pregnancy to term against their will. Similarly, an individual who is suffering from a terminal illness and experiencing unbearable pain should have the right to choose to end their suffering through euthanasia. Abortion and euthanasia can be seen as acts of compassion and mercy, allowing individuals to end their suffering and achieve a peaceful death. In cases where the fetus is not viable or the individual is suffering unbearably, ending the life may be the most compassionate and humane option. The availability of abortion and euthanasia can allow individuals to plan their lives and make informed decisions about their futures. For example, an individual who is not ready to have children or who cannot afford to raise a child may choose to have an abortion in order to pursue their education or career goals. Similarly, an individual who is suffering from a terminal illness may choose euthanasia in order to avoid a prolonged and painful death. Legalizing abortion and euthanasia can reduce the number of illegal and potentially dangerous procedures that may be performed in secret. When these options are not legally available, individuals may be driven to seek out illegal and unsafe methods, which can pose serious risks to their health and well-being. Legalizing these options can help to ensure that they are performed in a safe and controlled environment. Abortion and euthanasia can be seen as a matter of reproductive rights and personal autonomy, and denying access to these options can be a form of discrimination. Denying individuals the right to make decisions about their own bodies and lives can be a violation of their fundamental rights and freedoms. The availability of abortion and euthanasia can allow individuals to exercise control over their own lives and make choices that are best for them and their families. In some cases, continuing a pregnancy or suffering through a terminal illness may not be the best option for the individual or their loved ones, and having the option to end the pregnancy or the suffering can be empowering. Some argue that the state has a responsibility to ensure that individuals have access to healthcare options that can alleviate suffering, including abortion and euthanasia. In cases where the fetus is not viable or the individual is suffering unbearably, ending the life may be the most compassionate and humane option, and the state has a duty to provide access to these options to its citizens. Legalizing abortion and euthanasia can help to reduce overpopulation and its associated environmental and social impacts. When individuals have access to safe and effective options for controlling their fertility and ending their suffering, they may be more likely to use these options, which can help to reduce population growth and its associated impacts. Access to safe and legal abortion and euthanasia can help to reduce the burden on healthcare systems, allowing resources to be focused on treating individuals who can be cured. In cases where the fetus is not viable or the individual is suffering unbearably, continuing the pregnancy or the suffering may not be the most efficient use of healthcare resources, and providing access to abortion and euthanasia can. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.